What's going on, folks? I am Scott Schertzen with Streampunk Entertainment. I got myself my wolf hat going, and I will be catching the Deadpool and Wolverine trailer for the first time, so you're going to get my thoughts on that as it's going through. I probably will mention a couple things at the end based on my own experiences. 7 years ago on Greatest Showman, I got the chance to actually know and chat for a little bit with Hugh Jackman, so I have some thoughts about what that's going to be like. Maybe some box office predictions I think I'll throw at the end of that. But first, let's check out the trailer. Let's see if it holds up, and let's see how many pot shots they end up taking at Disney, Marvel, and you know what? Maybe even Star Wars. Let's go.
I told you, you're not welcome here. You're not
Starting
welcome
the bar
anywhere.
again.
Now get the fuck out of my bar.
Just keep me
Well,
on
that's going to
board,
be
Drake, and then
demonetized.
I'll leave.
Hi, Peanut. I'm gonna need you to come with me right now.
Oh, yeah, that's perfect.
Look, lady,
All right, well, I'm sort of on the tick, so upsy daisy. Here we go.
Oh, this is not going to end. Yep.
Oh, whiskey dick of the claws. It's quite common in Wolverines over 40.
you don't want this.
Unless you want to take a deep breath through your fucking forehead, I suggest
Oh, I
you
love it so
reconsider.
far. Dude, we have been waiting on this for such a long time at this point. Yeah, the yellow spandex, for the record, I have never been a fan of that.
I'm about
You know,
to
I
lose
can live with it, but
everything
I'm not a
that
fan
I've
of
ever
it.
cared about.
So,
Not my fucking problem.
Is that what you said when your world went to shit?
I'm curious to see how they're going to tie all of this together at this point, you know.
Come again.
And maybe explain all the X-Men storylines, all that cross-parent
Entire world.
storylines, see what fits. I don't know. But, ow.
Want to talk about what's haunting you, or
Yeah.
should we wait for a third act flashback?
Go fuck yourself.
Okay, you have to have Madonna. You know, you had Juice Newton in the first movie. You know, Cher in the second one. You got to have something from that era. Perfect.
Trust me,
You're stuck in
kid,
my,
I'm no
stuck in my head all day.
You were an X-Man. You were the X-Man.
Oh, God, I'm so happy right now. All right, this is 40. Yeah, we still have this few. Yeah. Like I said, I'm curious how this fucking movie's going to work. So.
Boys are so silly.
This is what I'm talking about. Big slow motion action sequence. Who knows if you live or die?
They have not had any stop at Marvel or Disney yet.
Let's fucking go.
Let's fucking go.
Totally stuck in my head all day.
Want to do some cocaine?
Hey, cocaine is the one thing that Feige said is awful.
What about Bolivian marching powder?
They know all the slang terms. They have a list.
Even snowboarding?
Even disco dust.
White girl interrupter?
Even Forrest Bump.
Do you want to build a snowman?
Yes. I can't.
All right, not a bad trailer. Honestly, I give it a B+, personally. The action scenes were there as you expected. The bromance between Ryan Reynolds and Hugh Jackman, you know, was there. I'll get into that one in a split second. The lack of fourth wall jokes surprised me a little bit. I was kind of expecting to have a couple of more meta-based jokes in this thing. Kind of the comments that they had in the first movie, in the first trailer, where they're asking, you know, which X-Men universe it was in. Thought, again, maybe there might be a couple of knocks towards Marvel, because obviously a lot of the stuff in Marvel has not done well lately. Not a bad trailer, like I said. I would have loved to have been a fly on the wall for that production, because Ryan Reynolds and Hugh Jackman, there's probably a lot of stuff in there that they probably could never actually show. What might have hurt this film, though, and I'm curious a little bit here, is during the writer's strike last year, you were not allowed to make changes to a script while on set. You could still film anything that was already pre-written, but changes on set could not be done. Will that hurt this movie? I don't know. You know, I'm curious because there's so much ad lib and so much flexibility with the Deadpool character, not unlike Joker, that would this hurt this film? I don't know. I'm curious. What is going to be very interesting in this case here is the first movie came in with at the box office at $780 million on a $58 million budget. The second one came in at $780 million again at a $110 million budget. This time around, this budget is $250 million. $780 million will more or less basically break even on this film. Can it break $1 billion? Probably. Did I also expect that Ghostbusters Frozen Empire was going to crush at the box office? Yeah, I did. So I'm not entirely sure right now whether or not this movie is going to be the savior for Marvel and Disney that it's being made out to be. The tandem, obviously, of Ryan Reynolds and Hugh Jackman is fantastic. I can say from my own experience, having gotten to chat with Hugh Jackman a fair number of times 7 years ago on the set of Greatest Showman, that these are two of arguably the nicest people in Hollywood. So, like I said, being a fly on that wall would have been fantastic, because I have a feeling the entire crew had a really, really good time. And we're probably just very grateful to work because, again, with the writer's strike, it shut pretty much everything down. Will it make $1 billion? Yes. But as you can tell by what I'm saying here, it's not going to sound, it's not going to pull Barbie. It's not going to pull Mario Brothers numbers, I don't think. I think it's going to be one of those movies where it's like makes like 1 billion and like $1,000 over the top of that. So technically a profit, but it is not going to pull Avengers Endgame kind of numbers. It's not going to pull some of the stuff that we've seen in the past. I think a lot of the problem with that exists in the fact that it's so easy to get stuff on streaming now. You know, this movie's coming out in July. By, I don't know, probably September, October, the latest, it's going to be on Disney Plus. And as a result, will it cause people to maybe not go see it? It's possible. You know, I think a lot of the streaming stuff does hurt the box office in general now. If you look at the box office so far for the first third of the year, only 3 movies have broken $200 million at the box office. And we're a third of the way through 2024 at this point. Who knows? I might be dead wrong. This movie might pull $2 billion, $2.5 billion. It might not. But let me know in the comments what you guys think. We're going to be doing a full trailer review and our thoughts a little bit later. So check that out. When that goes live, I will put that down in the comments down below. But anyway, I'm Scott Churchson. Thanks for the time. Appreciate it. Take care. Stay awesome.